Alrighty, so looks like we have friends in the chat. Yay, yay, yay. Glad it's working. Yay for workarounds. No, I'm telling you, I think what Alexa it is, I think it's student accounts have been locked out of YouTube chat, and so we're going to have to come up with a workaround, which we have. The workaround, if you want your student to have the live chat, is you either have to log them in on a parent account or a personal account, but it can't be your school account. My guess is it probably will allow for, like, if you have a middle schooler, that might work. But there are definitely workarounds to getting that chat box working. And the workaround seems to be personal account, parent account. Don't use the school one. School one seems to not be working. All right, let's see. I've got Khadijah. I've got Jacob. I've got Javier. I saw Ali and Zalim. Good morning, sirs. I've got Hamza. Thank you very much. I've got Shelby, Sama, and Micah. I've got Kira. I've got Rara and Faiz. I've got DJ and Aya. Thank you very much. I've got Devin. Thank you. All of the digital hugs. Hi, Zora. Good morning. That is Aya, Zalim. That would be Aya. Oh, fantastic, DJ. That's wonderful. All right. Thank you, Ashley. Got Ashley and Katrina. And I've got Aiden. Good morning, Khadijah. I've got Nils and Audric. Good morning, Khalees. Thank you. Fabulous. My Valentine's Day was lovely, Khalees. How was yours? Fortunately, my video doesn't want to seem to work. I think it's an error with the eyeglasses feature that I use. So my guess is it's just going to require an update. Let's see. I've got Kian and Avery. I've got Ty. No worries, Miss Tiana. Oh, fantastic, DJ. I'm going to go turn my heater off real fast. I will return in a couple seconds. Ooh, that's fancy, Khalees. What color did you get? And we'll give this until about 8:14, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I've got Hanan and Josiah and Kaylee. I share my heat with you, DJ. I just had to turn it off. Ooh, pink and blue. How pretty. Morning, Avery. Waiting on RC. I've got Alexa. Looking for Jenna. Mikaela. Looking for Lexi. Looking for Ray. Ooh, very nice. I have a couple mouses. I have a couple mice. I have one that's all white, and then I have another one that is all black and kind of funky shaped. Fabulous. Thank you, Ray. All right, so Ray's all set up. Looking for Lexi, Mikaela, and I know Jenna's coming on. Looking for RC. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I've already had a couple kids finish off their reflex math this morning. Keep in mind, I believe in mid-March is when that trial is up, and so that will go away mid-March. Make sure you're doing your 20 questions in Prodigy. Flipgrid, you have day 21 of the Knowledge Challenge. It's all about music and different aspects of music. So make sure you get that done. We're going to pop in and start our day. Perfect. All right. So we're going to start our day with math, as per usual, and we're going to be doing subtracting, unlike fractions. You are going to want to use the unlike fraction assignment, so make sure that it says unlike fractions. There are notes, and then there's the assignment, so make sure you are doing the assignment. For Literacy Day, we're going to be popping into problem solution text. We're going to be looking at an article today called Plastic Eating Bugs. For history, you're going to be working on your paragraph. There is a graphic organizer to help you organize your thoughts, to prove that you have each of the parts of that paragraph that are required before you turn it into an actual paragraph. Read aloud, chapter 5 will go up at 9:30. So chapter 5 goes up at 9:30. Remember, we were in the middle of The Wizard of Oz. Today you get to learn all about the Tin Man. Book club is, of course, at 11 a.m. today, because it is not Monday. It is a Tuesday. I know it's weird, but it is. It's Tuesday. I'm moving the science test to Friday, just because it's like a weird start to our week, and we were having some like technological goofs. So I went ahead and bumped it to Friday. And then also, our next field trip is February 18th. I believe. I think it might be Friday. I don't know. I have to check. Either way, there's one coming up this week. It's all about plants. So we have our plant field trip later this week. I will double check the dates because now I'm second guessing myself. Any questions before we get started into math? Any questions before we pop into math? Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and go to your math table of contents. We are doing day 6, subtracting unlike fractions. We are doing day 6. Subtracting unlike fractions. So we are doing day 6, subtracting unlike fractions. Beautiful. We're going to be subtracting unlike fractions today. Gorgeous. Go ahead and give me a text emoji when you're ready to rock. Go ahead and give me a text emoji when you're ready to rock. Gorgeous. So go ahead and take 1 minute, then we'll go ahead and get started. Fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and pop into it. You're going to be doing day 6, subtracting unlike fractions. Today's date is the 16th of 2021. Your objective for today is today we will use LCM, or least common multiple, to create equivalent fractions needed to turn unlike fractions into like fractions. So we're going to be using LCM. Now keep in mind, we're also going to be using GCF to simplify. So today we will use LCM, or least common multiple, to create equivalent fractions needed to turn unlike fractions into like fractions. Throw in that S. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Tiana. Go ahead and give me a text emoji when you're ready to rock. Give me that text emoji when you're ready to rock. So then, Zelene, you're in Jacob's boat. You'll be working out of the workbook. Just take a picture of it when you're done. Thank you, Micah. We'll give it one more minute. Thank you, Khalees. Take one more minute. Thank you, Jenna. Volume 2, Zelene. You want Math Volume 2. So you want Math Volume 2. That I'm going to have to look up for you, but if you don't want to wait for me, just go into your table of contents, look for where it says subtracting unlike fractions, and do that page. When in doubt, use the table of contents. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with terms to know. Okay, terms to know. So keep in mind, it's important to remember the difference between like fractions and unlike fractions. So what is a like fraction? In the chat or text, what is a like fraction? If you had to describe a like fraction for someone, what would you say? How would you describe a like fraction? Sure, we like them, but why do we like them? What is it about them that makes them so handy? What is it about them that makes them so handy? Yeah, Aya, exactly. So this is a proper fraction or a set of proper fractions with the same denominator. And what do we like about like fractions? What can we do with like fractions? Very good, Jenna. Very good, Shelby. What can we do with our like fractions? What can we do? Yes, we can add or subtract them. So it is important to note, like fractions can be added or subtracted. These get the green light to go. Excellent. Aya, yes. I like that Aya is writing to me in complete sentences. That's awesome. Alright, so now let's do the flip of this. What's an unlike fraction? Better yet, what are unlike fractions? What are unlike fractions? What are unlike fractions? So what are unlike fractions? Yes, exactly. Very good, Zora. Good job, Jacob. Very nice, Aya. Yes. This is going to be a set of proper fractions that have different denominators. And what's the problem with unlike fractions? Good job, Ray. Thank you, Jenna. What is the problem with unlike fractions? Exactly, Ray. I cannot add or subtract them. So, unlike fractions cannot be added or subtracted. You must add or subtract using the same denominator. All right, so go ahead and give me a text emoji if you're ready. Give me a text emoji when you're ready. Looking for those text emojis so we can go ahead and get going. Thank you, Miss Zora. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Khadijah. Now, I will stress, this is going to look a lot like the process for adding unlike fractions. The only difference is you're going to be subtracting. We are not getting into borrowing yet. You will see borrowing with this. I guarantee you will see borrowing with this. Just keep in mind, okay? Just keep in mind that you know every single thing that you need to do in order to do this skill. This is a completely stacked skill where you have to combine all the different skills that you know for fractions into one type of problem. But you can do it. So I'm going to go ahead, come down here. How to solve. Okay, so we're going to get into how to solve these types of problems. You're going to have your example off to the left. And you're going to have your steps on the right. Okay? The first thing you're going to do when you have a problem like this, okay? First thing you're going to do you remember? Type in the box if you remember. What's the first thing I need to check before I do anything? Step number 1 is always the same, whether it's unlike or like fractions. What's the first thing you need to do? Yeah, exactly, Ray. Check that denominator. So step number 1 is check your denominator. Okay, step number 1 is check your denominator. So let's say I've got 2/5 minus 3/15. Okay, so first and foremost, check your denominators. I'm going to come over here. I've got a 5. And I've got a 15. So check that denominator. If they are unlike, proceed to step number 2. Okay? We will get to what to do if it's a like fraction in a second. Okay, so check your denominators. Are they unlike? Proceed to step number 2. Okay? Now that I know that they are unlike denominators, if they are unlike, create equivalent fractions using LCM, or least common denominator. So this is where you pull them out. 5, 15, split them up, stack them, five just has a 5, 15 has a 5 and a 3. Create your columns. 5 times 3 equals 15. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's my new denominator. So my new denominator. Put a little note over here. Remember, set the old fractions equal to the new denominator and find the new numerator. So I'm going to take my fraction. My fraction was 2/5. And I'm going to set it equal to the new denominator, which is 15. And I'm going to try and create my domino to figure out how I go from 5 to 15. So 5 times what equals 15? Remember, you're trying to find the new numerator. You already have the new denominator. What did I do to the 5 to get to 15? And whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 5 times 3, very good. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. There's my double domino. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I've got 6/15 as my new fraction. So there is my equivalent fraction. Okay. Okay, so step number 3 now. Okay, step number 3. Rewrite the equation using your like fractions. Okay, so now I'm going to rewrite them. So now my equivalent fraction is 6/15 minus 3/15. Okay, so now I've got 6/15 minus 3/15. There's what I can do now in order to subtract. Okay, so now we'll come back up here. Remember what we said? If it's alike, go to step number 4. Okay, step number 4 is now check your numerators. Okay, so step number 4 is check your numerators. Keep in mind, the first numerator must be larger than the second numerator. Okay, so check your numerators. The first numerator must be larger than the second numerator. And because we're not doing borrowing, this will be. Here's my bigger one. Here's my smaller one. So now I can go ahead and subtract. So you're going to carry over the same denominator, and my denominator is 15, so I should be able to carry it right across the bottom. 15, 15, 15, all across the bottom. Then you're going to subtract your numerators. And 6 minus 3 is 3/15. And of course, the very last step is to check your fraction using GCF to simplify. So I'm going to pull out that 3, pull out that 15. I've got 1 and 3 and 3 and 5. Set them up. 3 just has a 3. 15 has a 3 and a 5. This tells me I'm only dividing by 3. So I come back up to my number. I divide by 3 using that domino. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 minus 3 is 5. So you've got 1/5. As your answer. Many of you saw you needed to simplify. Well done. High fives. That was me high-fiving you since you can't see me right now. Okay? Super fun. I know, DJ. Super fun. All right, so do we want another walkthrough of how to do this, or do you want to give it a try? Do you want another walkthrough, or do you want to give it a try? All right, let's go ahead and give it a try. So let's come over here. So go ahead and head over to whiteboard. Go ahead and head over to whiteboard. The code is K6732. K6732. Go ahead and pop onto whiteboard. Once people are in, we'll go ahead and I will give you your problem to attempt. If you get stuck along the way, please ask for help. Give it a try though. It's really important to identify where you're getting stuck versus just throwing your hands up in the air. So I've got Ray, I've got Khadijah, I've got DJ and Hamza, thank you. I've got Michaela. Michaela, do you need chat? Because keep in mind, my friend, you can always go on Dojo and message me there. I've got Miss Zora on, thank you. I've got Khalees, thank you. I've got Aya, I've got Salim and Javier, thank you. Avery, then do it on a separate sheet of paper and take a picture when you're done. Thank you, Alexa. Keep in mind, friends, there's always a backup solution. There is always a backup solution. The solution is never just throw hands up in the air and give up. That does not solve anything. So I'll give you another minute to go ahead and log in. Again, that code is K6732. Again, that code is K6732. Or you can take a picture of the QR code. Apparently that works too. So K6732. We've got Micah. Jacob. Thank you. Give it one more minute. K6732. K6732. We'll start off simple enough. I'm going to go ahead and start off with 4/5 minus 1/2. And of course, you're going to show all work. So 4/5 minus 1/2, show all work. 4/5 minus 1/2, make sure you're showing all your work. So I can already see Zora's splitting up the numbers to solve for that equivalency. Very nice. She's setting those denominators equal to try and figure out what that new denominator is going to be. Excellent job. Very good, Jacob. Jacob's doing the same thing. Look at those steps. Beautiful. Very nice. There goes Khadijah. Khadijah splitting up her numbers too. Excellent work. Got Micah splitting up his numbers. Good job. Hamza splitting up the numbers. Very nice. Ashley, well done. Also splitting up the numbers, trying to get that equivalent number. Well done, well done. Jenna, the problem should be on your computer now. Well done, Zora. Don't forget to include the subtraction sign between your 8/10 and your 5/10, though. It can be real easy to just get into the habit of adding, and then you do all this beautiful work, and then you forget to subtract. Ashley, check your work. You've done everything right up to that point, but I think you're missing a step. So Ashley, if you take a look at Alexa's problem up at the top, she's got the 8/10 and then the 5/10 and then subtracted. Good, very nice. So yeah, so what you were seeing was 5 and 2 where the only thing with the 5 was the 5, only thing with the 2 was the 2, which means that you just are going to multiply those together. You get 10. 4/5, set it equal to the new denominator. 1/2, set it equal to the new denominator. 2 times 5, and whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top, making that a 5. 5 times 2, and whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top, making that 8. Rewrite the problem, 8/10 minus 5/10 equals 3/10. And then I know that if I pull out the 3 and I pull out the 10, they are not going to share anything. And because there's nothing shared, nothing the same, no sames as simplified. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. I'm going to go ahead and clear mine. Okay, here's another one. Let's do a slightly harder one. Not much, just slightly. Let's do 8/14 minus 'Trying to think if this would work. I think this will work. Give me 1 second. Let me figure it out. Yes, that will work. All right, go ahead and give this one a try. I had to quickly attempt to do math in my head. We'll see if that works. Most of the time, that doesn't pan out. So do 8/14 minus 1/4. 8/14 minus 1/4. Yeah, that'll work. Boop, boop. DJ, that's Javier. Let's see. Jacob, I will keep an eye on yours. That's hilarious, Michaela. Very nice. You gotta love putting humor in math. Zora, nicely done. And I checked it. It does work. The math in my head was correct. Woohoo! Khadijah, if you got that as an answer, it's not right. Take a look at it, see where you missed a step. Zora, check your math. You're too big. Check your math. I think you did an extra times 2 somewhere where you didn't need to. So double check. I just dojo'd you. I think you counted an extra set of 2s. You did 2 too many times. 2 jokes. Gotta love 2 jokes. All right, so far I'm seeing a lot of, there you go, Zora, that's better. I'm seeing a lot of really great consistencies with finding that denominator. Very nice. Michaela, very nice, very neat, organized work. I can follow along with exactly what you're doing. Well done. I like how you checked your answer at the end, saw that they didn't have anything in common to be able to simplify by. Very good. Aya, check your work. So if I did 4 times 7 to get 28, there's no way that numerator is 1. So you forgot to multiply something on the top. Make sure you're multiplying that thing on the top. So Michaela, very good. Zora, very good. Jacob, excellent. Avery, very nice. Alexa, very nice. Yeah, Aya, check that numerator. But DJ, there's nothing there. It went bye-bye. All right, so now let's just go ahead. I got 14 and 4, which is 7 and 2. And if you do in the problem like this, what did I do? I touched a button. Touched a lot of buttons, yikes. Phew, I fixed it. Screwed myself. Now I can't erase. Lame. There we go. I fixed it. All right, so now when you're here, what you want to do is you're going to pull out your 14 and your 4. And this is where stacking becomes really important, right? So 7, 2, 4 is 2 and 2. Do you see how I'm skipping this because there's not a 7 there? So this creates my numbers that I'm multiplying. So 7 times 2, which is 14, times 2, which is 28. Now you're going to create your equivalent fractions. 8 over 14. So it's times 2. 1/4. And I think this is where you may have messed up. Make sure you're also doing that top. right? Create the double domino. Then you're going to rewrite your problem. You've got 16 over 28 minus 7 over 28 should give you 9 over 28. And many of you saw that when you pull these guys out, they don't have anything in common. So like over here, you've got a set of 3s. And with the 28, you have a set of 2s and a 7. So there's nothing that's shared. You're good to go. Okay. Oh, Jenna, there's nothing to look at now. You erased it, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Go ahead and do another one. All right, let's do 4/5 minus 3/9. Let's do 4/5 minus 3/9. Thank you, Aya. 4/5 minus 3/9. 4/5 minus 3/9. I agree, Snape would not be happy with these. Unlike denominators, Michaela. Agreed. Jacob, I don't know why it's not letting me push it out. Jacob, are you good just writing the numbers down? Good job, Javier. I will give it a try, Miss Alexa. For whatever reason, it's not working with Jacob. Javier, very good. Very good. Now set it up. Very nice, Zora. I'm liking how you're setting this up. You're noticing the 3s and the 5s gives me 45. There's my denominator. Good job. Aya's found that denominator as well. Same process. Find that denominator. Set it up. Find that new fraction. Oh, no worries. Here, Jacob, I'm going to boot you. And then come on back in. All right, Jacob, let me see if I can push this to you now. There you go. It works now. Boop, boop. There we go. This is looking very good. Very nice, Ashley. Good job, Ray. Ray's getting in there. Good job, Khadijah. Make sure you're setting up your problems, guys. Hamza, very nice. Don't forget to simplify. Do not forget to simplify. Let me repeat that. Do not forget to check to make sure you do not need to simplify. It would be super unfortunate to reach the point of here, claim that you're done, only to lose points because it's not done yet. I got you, Ray, no worries. See if that helped. There you go. For those of you who are doing the steps all the way, good job. You're seeing it. 1, 5, 3, 3. 5, 3, 3. Multiply them together. Gives you 45. 4/5. Multiply by 9. Multiply by 9. Create that domino. Multiply by 5. Multiply by 5. Create that domino. 36 minus 45. I'm sorry, 36 over 45 minus 15 over 45 gives you 21 over 45. Check your work. 21 gives me 3 and 7. 45 gives me 9 and 5. Split it up. They share a 3. They share a 3, which means you're now dividing by 3. So your answer is 7 over 15. So 7/15. Looks like Alexa got it. Good job. Avery got it. Excellent. There you go. Good job, Ashley. Yep, the A's have it. A's across the board. Khalees, you are on your way. DJ, your multiplication looks off. So, DJ, I would check your multiplication because I think your multiplication off. Michaela, very good. Zora, very nice. Javier, you were on your way. Don't shortcut, Salim. You're going to end up making errors. Do not shortcut. Hamza, simplify. Everything else there is fine. Just remember to simplify. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close down the room. Okay. You have the next 50 minutes until literacy to do your math. Do not wait until later. Do it now. I will open up a Zoom. So that way if you need help, it'll be there. It's completely doable. It is completely doable. Okay, let me repeat that. It is completely doable. You are just going to make sure that you do your work. So make sure you are doing your work. You have to show it. Fractions are not able to be done in your head. I am sorry. I am sorry. I understand. I've been there. Your parents understand. They've been there. We know the bane of the existence, which is fractions. But it's doable. It is completely doable. So let's see. Jacob and Zaleem, you're going to want topic 7. You're going to want 7-4. We'll head over to the 2.0 room if you're coming to the Zoom. So for Zaleem and Jacob, you're going to want page, I don't know what page it is, it's just 7-4. So you're looking for 7-4, and I believe it should be volume 2. Yeah, whale book. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes. We'll be coming back to YouTube. And again, remember, make sure you are using an email for YouTube that allows for the live chat. It works. It will allow you on, but you must use a separate account. All right. I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes. Have an awesome time doing math. Let me know if you need help. Bye, everybody.